What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Luis King Kong Ortiz. Luis King Kong Ortiz states that he doesn't know why the other heavyweights are avoiding him. You know, Luis Ortiz waiting around for someone to fight him is becoming a way of life. He went on to say, I don't know why they're avoiding me. I think they got their panties in a bunch. My mind and body are in tip-top shape. I stay ready for whenever they want to mention my name. And that is including all the top heavyweights and Charles Martin. Let me counterpunch, because I thought this was interesting, okay? For the most part, Luis Ortiz is right. We know he has become so famous for having the most jokes about his age. Old man Ortiz, he sparred with Jack Johnson. He sparred with Joe Louis. You know, he actually sparred with Lennox Lewis. that was amazing. And that was true. But, you know, a lot of people talk about his age, and they talk about, you know, how old he is and make all these jokes and those things. But then there are people that I feel that they avoid Luis King Ortiz. Okay, they do. Andy Ruiz did. He flat out ducked him. Last year he ducked him. He didn't fight at all last year, and he didn't want to risk fighting Luis Ortiz, saying, I'm not ready. I'm like, damn, you just fought Anthony Joshua and beat him the year before, but you're not ready for an older guy, Luis Ortiz. That looks bad, okay? So for that, you know, that gives him bragging rights, but it gives Deontay Wilder more bragging rights because he was the only guy that beat him, okay? Just like Tyson Fury has bragging rights for beating Deontay Wilder. So that cycle keeps going and going. But for Luis Ortiz, this is what I feel. I feel his management company sucks. I think he should have been managed better, but I think also he needs to take responsibility for his own overseeing of the management company, okay? Because if he sees that, hey, they dropped the ball with the Anthony Joshua negotiations, or somebody calls him out like Anthony Joshua did a couple years ago, he waits a week later and then, oh, I'm ready, I'll fight for free and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, where you been? You've been training that hard. You didn't look up to see, hey, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? So I think at the end of the day, I think that Luis King Kong Ortiz, he has been avoided by certain fighters, you know, and if you could say, oh, no, he isn't. Hey, look at Andy Ruiz, okay? I'm not sure about Dillian White. They went back and forth, but, you know, Dillian White, you know, looking at certain fighters, that's contagious, okay? That's the fight I wanted to see. Dillian White and Luis King Kong Ortiz. That's the fight that I want to, you know, I want real top level heavyweights to fight each other. But this is what I think for Luis Ortiz at this point. Yes, you got Charles Martin, the former IBF heavyweight champion of the world. You got him to fight. So I think at this point, you need to mentally, physically focus on him. Okay, not, hey, these guys are avoiding me. I'm ready for whenever, including Charles Martin. How about just focus on Charles Martin? Because Charles Martin is younger than you. Charles Martin is also a southpaw. And I think you're going to have one hell of a fight against a younger guy. And we'll see what type of shape that he's in. A lot of times, you know, and not just Ortiz, other fighters have done the same thing. When they start talking about or complaining or venting about, oh, well, this is my career and these fights, these guys have been ducking me. And then when you got a fight preparing and is looking you right in the face. Charles Martin is looking Luis Ortiz right in the face. Okay, now if that fight falls through for whatever reason, then I can understand the frustration. Then I can understand the venting that you're doing, that he's been doing from Luis Ortiz. But I think he needs to focus on Charles Martin. Damn Joshua, damn Dillian White, Andy Ruiz, Tyson Fury. I think he needs to focus on the fight that he has, okay? Because a guy like that complains. The last thing he wants to do is lose. If he loses, boom, nobody will give a shit about Luis Ortiz. They'll only talk about how old he is, so he'll be left with that. But now, as of now, he's left with those old people rumors. and being avoided. Okay, so if he does stop Charles Martin, then he could prove to everybody why these other fighters avoids him. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Luis King Kong Ortiz stating he doesn't know why people avoid him. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.